Alrighty guys, so this thing is officially cleaned up and ready for sale. But as for price, I think we already talked about a price, and we're gonna go ahead and hit you guys with a 80. The cool cat that we have finally been looking for the longest time. What is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we are here at the original Goon Squad garage. As you guys seen in the previous video, we started preparing all of our cars for sale. That's right, every single one of these suckers is for sale right here. But you know what, we're gonna go down the list, and as you can tell, we got one missing spot right here where the Audi was sitting. And we got that sucker 100% complete, and we're gonna give it to our sister. She's gonna drive it. That thing is looking super sick. But the very next build that we're gonna move on to is actually that Track Hawk right there. As you can tell, it is nice and filthy, and you can see something dangling at the bottom right there. That's because that thing did run over a tire in the middle of the highway, and it kind of just created a little bit of ruckus up front there. So we got a brand new bumper, and we got the brand new bumper somewhere in the back over there. It's wrapped up, and all we gotta do is just prepare that for paint. And the painting process for this Track Hawk is gonna be a little bit complex because we gotta throw some sealer down, and then we gotta blend onto the rest of the car. I think we gotta paint the fenders as well. So not the hood though, because we got that sick Black Ops carbon fiber hood, but I think we can get it knocked out. That way we can sell that sucker, or maybe we should throw it back up on the auction. What are you thinking, dude?
Dude, we may even just start our own auction here, man, just to start yelling out numbers and whoever wants to get it.
GoCar.com. Go-karts. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. But definitely, I think a lot of people actually want to scoop that sucker up. They want to buy that thing, and you know what? We got to get rid of it unless we fix it up and we decide different. But no, we're not going to do that no more. I don't think so.
I mean, once you start driving some of these cars, man, tell you what, man, you want to keep driving them forever, dude.
That's it, man. We made up our mind. We're going to let some of this stuff go and make room for new inventory. So that's what we're going to do right there. We're going to go ahead and bring that sucker out, bring the new bumper out, maybe give that a wash and start preparing that thing, and hopefully get that sucker painted either this afternoon or maybe tomorrow. Just look at this, man. Look at this.
Dude, that's all I'm looking at, man. It looks practically brand new, dude.
Oh my goodness, this thing absolutely cleaned up right here. So first thing we did was fire this sucker up. Battery was dead, but you know what? It didn't skip a beat once it got running. Then we threw some soap at it and some sponges, and look at that, man. It is immaculate from here on up. But don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't look back there,
dude. We're gonna take care of that here in a little bit. But we also ran to the paint supply store because we're trying to figure out the exact formula, or we did figure out the exact formula that we used to paint this. And instead of actually blending onto the fenders, what we're gonna do is just paint this front bumper by itself, because we looked back to some of the older videos of where we painted a sucker here at the house, which that turned out amazing, dude, for a house paint job.
Yes, sir. Dude, you got that right. One of the best paint jobs ever, dude.
And the Ferrari too.
And the Ferrari, man.
Absolute reflections right there. Well, we found out that we did use some orange reddish sealer, so we picked that up, and we threw some sealer and then some paint, which we got plenty of paint here at the house. And then we know the exact clear coat, so we know the exact concoction, and we're just gonna get that perfect blend. I think it's gonna match up perfectly,
dude,
man.
It will match up perfect. We still got like a gallon of the original paint, and I mean this paint job should match up perfectly, because these fender flares were actually painted off the car, and they match up amazing,
yep,
dude.
So we'll take care of that probably tomorrow. We'll take it to the paint booth as well, just so we don't have to buff anything. But we got the front bumper over there. All we got to do is wet sand it, and then we'll get that sucker knocked out. But I just want to do a quick walk around.
That's what I was about to say, man. Just show the people that forgot about this thing, man.
This is the most unique vehicle, SUV out there, I'd say that, because even the Lamborghini Urus, it really doesn't catch your eye like crazy. For a $300,000 vehicle, you'd expect it to look a little bit more crazy. You know what I mean?
For like $100,000 or less for a all-wheel drive 700 horsepower vehicle, dude, that is way more bang for the buck, dude.
That's what I'm saying right here. And this right here, specific one, is spec'd out, just built to the teeth right here.
The perfect one for us,
Look at this. First off, the carbon fiber, man. This carbon carbon fiber is from Black Ops Auto Work. I just want to give them a huge shout out because there was leaves on this thing, there was sunshine on this thing, and it just had all sorts of weather thrown at it, and we wiped it off, and it looks practically like we just pulled it out the box.
Dude, you got that right, and we know carbon fiber, man. Some carbon fiber won't last past a year. This thing, man, just went through everything, and it's perfect, dude.
That's how you know that stuff was built right. And look at this rear spoiler. It is super shiny. A lot of times, the carbon fiber will become dull, and it'll start like just bending in the sun, and we didn't have any of that, so we're super happy with that. And just pop inside right quick, dude. Look at that.
Dang, easy auto with the steering wheel, man. That's just amazing, man.
And the Vossen wheels and the tires, of course, we got those Michelin Pilot spoilers.
Lowering springs as well, dude.
Yes, sir. And of course, got that Corsa exhaust, those blacked out taillights. Oh my goodness, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Are you trying to sell it to me? Because I'm about to buy it.
It might sound like it, but honestly, once you clean something up, you're like, dude, you start getting these secondhand thoughts. You're like, man, maybe we shouldn't sell it, but we got to, man. But anyways, that's it for the Trackhawk right there. Can't wait to get it 100%. But right now, I say we go ahead, break out some 600 grit, some soap and some water, and get this sucker sanded and prepped for the paint booth. Alrighty guys, so it is actually the next day here. We brought this bumper here and we just absolutely got it knocked out. We did all the steps just like we did previously. First thing, some Bulldog, that way everything just adheres properly and that way it doesn't chip or anything like that. Then we threw down some of that orange red sealer, and then the paint, we threw like how many coats of paint? Like four?
Probably like four or five coats. Did the last mist coat, that way it has a nice and even coat. But dude, it looks good, dude.
That metallic paint, this is a beautiful color right there, and I know we have plenty of paint left over, and I was thinking maybe we should paint that Jeep TJ this color. What do you think about that?
That would be a pretty sick color. I mean, it almost looks identical. It's just in the sun, dude. It's just, it pops, man.
Absolutely. That snap, crackles, and pops like a 4th of July, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you right there. Two coats of clear coat, right?
Yeah, 2 coats of clear coat, and that should be perfect,
yep,
dude.
And we are done there. The only thing that we got to do right now is actually try to get this sucker to cure as fast as possible. We're going to let it sit for a little bit more, and then we're going to fire up that heater that's right outside over there. We'll probably give it about like 30 minutes to bake, and it's going to get super hot in here, and I think it'll be enough to actually cure. That way we can actually take this sucker home and probably assemble it. That's the goal, is to assemble this thing today. You think that's possible?
I mean, it is possible, although even though if you bake this thing, it's still going to be a fresh paint job,
that's
so
true.
We just have to be really careful, but anything is possible, dude.
That's right. What do you think about like the dust bunnies that are in it, though?
Dude, I mean, there is a few dust bunnies in there. I mean, as you can tell, there's quite a bit some
dust bunnies, but no rabbits. So we're
Yeah.
good. Nothing major. So I think this stuff can get buffed out easily a little bit later. But as of right now, I said we go ahead and try to get this sucker heated up and cured, and then we're gonna try to head back to the house. Alrighty guys, so we finally made it back to the house with this bumper right here after letting it bake in that paint booth for about an hour or so. And it was dry to the touch, and then we even popped it out into the sun, and I think it's ready to go. I think it's 100% cured. Still a little bit fresh, but we'll just be extra careful with it. But we ended up making it back, and what we started doing is actually completing a few unfinished things on this Trackhawk, including the inner fenders, because we were just kind of just whipping around with no inner fenders because we were so excited.
Yeah, we were so excited, and we didn't have them, and they came in like a couple months ago, so we threw in the rear ones right now. It actually looks a lot cleaner. We're definitely not going to be hearing no more rocks like getting thrown up in there, dude.
That's right. It was super loud, especially the people that would sit in the back seat. They'd always complain. So
yeah,
we took care of that right there. Also did a bunch of cleanup. We cleaned the back of these wheels because they got super filthy. I mean, once you get up in those speeds, you got to hit them and slam them brakes, you know what I mean? So it creates a lot of brake dust. So
yeah,
got that taken care of, cleaned the calipers and the shock in there, and we're good on the rear end. Now we got to move on to the front end, and in order to throw on those front inner fenders, we got to go ahead and probably take care of piecing together. So we're going to take apart this bumper and piece together that bumper right there. We got everything that we need. Then after that, I think we'll be able to actually pop on the inner fenders.
You can't forget the carbon fiber lip that we got thrown under as well, dude.
That is right. We got a brand new one because the old one got destroyed. And of course, we got the side ones. The side canard things are still good, and they're in the Trackhawk there. And also, you might have seen like a wiener dog running around in the background, and that's actually Chief. He is right there, and this dude is an absolute unit beast. And the reason why we kind of kept him low key is because he actually doesn't stay here. He stays at the new headquarters, and also he is fully trained and he is ready to pounce. You want to see some of the athletic stuff?
Dude, go ahead and you grab a toy. Dude, this dog can jump higher than any dog that I ever seen in my life, dude. Look at that dude, man. He's like a rabbit, dude. Look at that, man. That is just crazy,
Mako,
dude.
come here, Bubba. Let's see if Max can get up here. I highly doubt it. Max is heavy. Max, come here.
Get up there, Max.
Get up there, Max. Get up there, Max.
No, he can't. He can't. He got little short legs,
That dude is fast, man. And he did actually have a few one medical issue in the past, and he is fully recovered and he is alive and well. And you know what? We might actually show some of the things that he can do a little bit later, maybe in some music, some B-roll. Absolute beast right there.
Unit, dude.
We just want to give you guys a quick little update on Chief right there. But as right now, let's get back onto this Trackhawk. Let's pop off this front bumper here and get this sucker 100% again. On high alert. Business, man. same thought right now, dude. I'm telling you, that match right there is just perfect, spot on right there,
dude,
man.
It is beautiful with the brand new lip right there and everything slapped on there, and also the inner fenders that just cleaned everything up, man. You can't see no wires or anything, and the wheels and everything else, dude.
Yep, we cleaned up the insides of the barrels left and right, front and back, and this thing is just in mint condition, dude.
All we gotta do is just buy one of these little like covers right here. I guess it popped off whenever that tire slapped it, so that ain't no big deal right there, man.
No, it's for airflow, dude.
That was for airflow, dude. This thing is just beautiful, dude.
What a beautiful piece right here. And there is a few little things about this car that makes it not 100% perfect. I'd say like from the interior, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the interior, there's a few little nitpicking things that we like to nitpick before we like
before we sell something.
Before we sell something, yeah, of course. So there's a few little things that we want to get done.
We'll kind of work that into the price.
Yeah, definitely. We'll work it into the price. If we don't mess with it, we'll just work it into the price.
That's
for sure.
right. But it does need to clean on the interior because I don't know how this car is completely sealed up, but bugs somehow are flying around on the inside of it.
Yeah, so there's a couple couple dead bugs laying around, so we got to vacuum all that stuff up, but it's still really clean. It smells like the day we got it, brand new, dude.
Smells so good up in there, dude. But you know what? Right now, I think we're just going to give it a little test drive, see what it's about, see if that bumper makes it any faster
or makes it any quicker.
Yep, and then we'll and then we'll probably go ahead and continue maybe tomorrow in the morning.
Yes, sir.
So it's actually the next day here, and a few unexpected things did happen. So yesterday we ran out of time and we couldn't actually detail the interior of the Trackhawk.
Yep.
And this morning we actually had to go to a funeral, right?
Yeah, we went to a funeral, and I mean, after the funeral we just hang out with family and friends, ate some food and stuff like that, and we kind of did a little pit stop and ended up with something in my lap right here, dude.
The cool cat that we have finally been looking for the longest time is right here. I mean, it don't get no cooler than that.
It don't get no cooler. I mean, this is just a cool looking color as well. I mean, this is a female, so she's a she.
Oh, yeah,
and she's really pretty. I mean, we adopted her at the Petco, actually. They had an adoption day, and I just went ahead and just glanced over there. I'm like, man, that's a cool cat. I want to adopt that cat right there.
That's the cool cat we've been looking for the longest time, and we finally got it. And this is going to probably stay up at the headquarters, right?
Yes, sir. It's going to protect that premises up there.
Protect and attack along with Chief. So that's pretty cool. We showed you guys Chief, and then now we got a brand new cool cat right here. And honestly, did you want to change the name? Because PetSmart or Petco gave him a name, right?
Gave her a name. I think it's Crow right now, which I don't know, man. I mean, that's kind of like a fall type of name. Maybe we should go keep on with the fall name, maybe rename her. Who knows? I mean, we thought about Pumpkin. There's other names out there. We'll let you guys choose.
You just got Thanksgiving vibes or
fall vibes going right now, dude.
Vibes. Let us know what you guys think we should name her. I think it'd be really cool. I know that's how Thomas was named, right? Or I don't remember that. But we'll let you guys decide. But as of right now, we're gonna show you guys this cat growing up, of course, like we do with most of our or all of our animals.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be big whenever here in a few months.
You think so? She kind of looks short. Like
she does have little shorter legs and stuff like that. She's just like running around like a little hobbit, but she's gonna be cute for sure.
That is right. But anyways, right now what we're gonna do is go ahead. Are we gonna detail the Trackhawk quick?
Let's detail the inside right quick and tell them the price of that thing.
What we want for it. Alrighty guys, so this thing is officially cleaned up and ready for sale. So first buyer, have a seat right here. Let me tell you a little story about this thing, man.
You got that right, man.
But this thing is not perfect. I'll tell you that right there. We got it off the insurance auction, so we got a video of us rebuilding the whole entire thing, so you can see that. That's the story about it right there. But there's a few things that I really don't like about it, and I think that can still get fixed, but I think I'm just gonna let it go. We're gonna let it go as it is, dude.
It just depends on what the buyer wants. If it needs to be repaired, we'll repair it, dude.
We'll repair or we'll pick up the price, lower the price, whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? But actually, no, we're not going to do anything else to this thing, so we're going to sell it as is. How about that?
Yeah, dude, I think it's perfect, dude.
I mean, this thing is super sick with all the aftermarket stuff that we already mentioned, but hop inside. Let me show you something that's a little bit disgusting, if you will, man. If you look at the dash, this is the area that took a good bit of damage right there, and if you look right there, it's like the leather is starting to peel up right there, so we're going to go ahead and tell you guys about that right there. This is all going to be included in with the price that we give you here in a little bit, but that can get repaired easily. Not easily, got to pop out the whole dash, but I can live with it. So that's pretty much it for the interior. Other than that, it's mint. We got it cleaned up, and that's the only thing about this thing, right?
Yeah, dude, I think that's literally the only thing.
What else is there? Is there anything else that's not perfect? You know
I think one of the brake calipers on this side has a few scratches on it. That's about it. I mean, but anybody can repaint that, dude.
Yeah, it's like super simple stuff. So there you have it right there. And look at the brakes. They already got dusty once again. That's another thing that you got to do with these type of vehicles.
You gotta keep it clean,
You got to keep it clean. But as for price, I think we already talked about a price, and we're going to go ahead and hit you guys with a $5,000?
I think $80,000 sounds
$80,000.
pretty fair for this thing,
So
dude.
first to come up with $80,000, I think we'll let it go because I mean the prices on eBay are just absolutely outrageous.
The prices to any car are going crazy
right now, and this one right here is pretty much pretty cleanly built. I mean, there's a lot of aftermarket stuff that we threw to it, the carbon fiber stuff,
custom painted roof and stuff, dude.
This thing is one of a kind, super unique. So I think $80,000 is pretty fair right there. And I know you guys are gonna start fighting each other over it. So you know what? We're just gonna do first come, first serve, I guess, right?
Dude. So I'm gonna be the first one in line.
First one in line. Pops, you want to buy this thing?
He's waiting in line. He's second one in line, dude.
But that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video. I think that's a fair price, $80,000. Let us know what you guys think about that. Email us if you really want it. If you're serious, don't try to DM us on, or actually you can DM us on Instagram as well.
Just serious buyers.
Just serious buyers, man. And get yourself a nice Trackhawk and be the baddest SUV in town, right?
You got that right, man.
But that's gonna be all for today's video. Definitely make sure your post notifications are on so you don't miss out on anything. And also, if you want an inside scoop before YouTube, definitely give us a follow on Instagram at goonzquad. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Be sure to drop your comments and thoughts down below. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.